All right, we're preparing for our first tropical storm. All right, Ivy was my little twine helper, so she held all the twine for me that we got, and this is like the back underneath of our house because our houses are on stilts because we live right on the bay, on the base. So see, I tied down the recycling bin. I just like tied it to the boards just to kind of keep it from, I don't know, knocking over, blowing away. All this stuff, this is like the midline of the house, so I'm not really worried about this stuff blowing away. If it does, it does. Like, it's kind of trash anyway. Besides like the ladder. I might put the ladder in the storage closet, but for now I've got to finish tying these down. But previously we had all the bikes and scooters and stuff down here, so I've now, these are townhomes, so this is our attached neighbors, so it kind of looked like that where everything was out, but now it's all in here. So it's all one big higgledy-piggledy mess, but you know what? It's better than being out here in case the winds do get really bad. And then once the lawnmower is done drying, because I washed it off a little bit, I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to close the door and then kind of block it off with these sandbags. And of course, unplug all this. All right. Sandbags in place. Kids are throwing away some water bottles. Hey, are you bouncing? Come on, let's go upstairs. I'm all hot and sweaty for a second time today. All right, so I definitely recorded stuff yesterday, and my kids were in the car like messing with like the radio and CarPlay and stuff, so none of it actually got recorded. But if you're new here, I live in Florida. I don't know if you've seen it on the news, but we have a new tropical storm / hurricane that has now come into the area. And yeah, I am in a flood zone. So I live on base in Tampa. It's called MacDill Air Force Base. If you look at a map and you look at where Tampa is, it's like this little jetty that juts out into the ocean. On one side of it is Tampa Bay, on the other side is the ocean. And then you cross the bridge and you get to St. Pete and Clearwater. And so, yeah, we're in a flood zone. And my house is actually on stilts because we're in a flood zone. But I'm throwing on some makeup because even though we haven't gotten an evac order yet, if the military tells us that it's time to evacuate the air base, then everybody living on it has to pack up and get out of there. So where things get fun is that my husband Zach actually just left on a TDY. So TDY is like a work trip. He left, and the same day he left is when we got notice about how, hey, it looks like this tropical storm might be an issue. So, I mean, that always happens, right? But it's fine. So this happened last year too, and I can link that vlog down below. There was a hurricane that was like coming right at us. I don't honestly remember which one it was. And my father-in-law came down to put up, because that's when we owned a home. But my father-in-law came up to put up our storm shutters and stuff on the windows. We don't have those here, and we no longer own that home because we thought we were moving to Germany. It's a whole big thing. I can link these videos down below so you can kind of follow in our story. But yeah, so now, hold on. Now I'm just trying to kind of prep to go like both ways for this hurricane. So I definitely need to get more water, because last time we got water was when like a pipe busted on base and we had a water boil advisory. And I got a lot of water, but the kids, they see water and they're like, it's water in a water bottle, I want to drink it. And so they've kind of just gone through my emergency stash of water. I know I'm a bad Floridian for not having an emergency stash of water at all times, but it's fine. Anyway, so I need to go to the commissary, which is the grocery store on base. But there's still, like, nothing has really been announced yet. So it's like, what? Oh, I don't really know what to do. Do I prepare for the worst and just, like, not get anything? But then, like, we need stuff for dinners, you know? I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Hold on, I can't do that. Oh, I forgot the whole reason I started this video was that, yeah, I was trying to show you guys what we do in case of a hurricane. Like, I want to bring you guys along if we do get evacuated and just kind of share all that with you. But we did do some stuff yesterday to kind of like prep for the storm, I should say. Hold on, of course, I can never find, like, I swear it goes to the bottom every, there it is. Eyebrow stuff. But so yesterday we got an email from On Base Housing, and they were like, hey, we have sandbags available and we recommend you get 4 if your house is on stilts to kind of keep your trash cans in place and to seal off the storage door or the storage closet door. And so I was like, okay, I'll go grab some sandbags with the kids. Yeah, no. It wasn't. It was fill your own sandbags in the middle of a field where there's wasps flying everywhere. And you know who's scared of wasps? Number 1, me, who's allergic to them. Number 2, my children. So they put it out in the middle. They put this sand pile out in the middle of the field, middle of the yonder. And then they had some shovels stuck in, some bags laying on the side, and then twine, which is what they said rope was for tying off our trash cans. And I was like, all right, cool. It's all right. Like, we can do this. And so I did it still. You know, it wasn't anywhere near the parking lot to park your car. And now I'm thinking I have a Jeep. I should have just driven the Jeep into the field, but hindsight. So yeah, we went and did that yesterday. And again, I tried to film it, but I guess where the kids were messing with, the car play once we got back in the car. Cause when I started carrying them back, I was like, just go get back in the car. I'll make the trips. Like, don't worry about it. And yeah. But we did that. And of course I was the only woman there. And like the only kids, the rest of it were just the husbands filling up the sandbags. And I was like, okay. But yeah, I got it done. And we prepped outside yesterday, which I already showed you guys. Or I will show you guys because I did film that. Because there's a storage closet downstairs and we keep all the stuff in there for like beach toys, pool toys, wagons, and then stuff that we just don't need upstairs. So like the changing table, the crib, stuff that I'm keeping for like when my sister's ready to have kids, and Christmas trees down there, just things like that, like car wash stuff. And so I swept it and moved stuff aside to then put all of the kids' like bikes and play equipment, scooters, bikes, skateboards, that sort of stuff in that closet. So that's all I've done really to prep. I took in our garden flag. I took down our bird feeder. I mean, that's it. That's all I can do until we get either word to evacuate or to just kind of shelter in place, ride out the storm. But first things first, we're gonna go to the store, get some water, and I'm gonna take you guys along with. Well, we got the notice. Zone A, which is our zone, is being evacuated. So I get to go around and make sure I have everything taken down, and I have to start getting stuff ready to go. It's always fun. Always fun to do this stuff by yourself. You know what I mean? Oh, but told you I'd update you guys. And I am. So yeah. Alright. So the front porch, I've just kind of put everything turned over in the corner. I'm gonna leave the mat there because it like barely moves, so it should be fine. Alright, so little update. These have all the kids stuff in it, including books, night lights. Milo's has their sound machine in it. And then they all have their nighttime cups because they get cups of water. And where my in-laws' house doesn't really have kids cups, so Penelope's, Ivy's, and then there's Milo's. And then anywhere we go, I like to bring their pillows. It just makes them go to sleep a little bit easier. So in their pillows is where their little blankies and stuffies are. So it's one blankie and then one stuffed animal each. So Milo, Penelope, and then Ivy. And then we have the diaper bag, which has some of the essential like medicines in case of an emergency. It has our important document folder, as I like to call it, which has, I guess no need to explain here, important documents that cannot be replaced easily. Birth certificates, social security cards, marriage certificates, the dog's stuff, all of it's in there, and it's in the diaper bag. There's also wipes in there, change of clothes, normal diaper bag stuff. And then in here we have accident towel, dog food, dog bowls, a snack bag for the kids because I assume since this is all of Zone A, which includes anybody in a flood zone, we are probably going to be stuck in traffic driving, 3 hours. Dog leashes. Oh, looks like Milo put his shorts in there. And then dog treats should be in here too. So then those are good. And all right, now I'm about to grab my laptop because I do have some editing to do on it, and my camera because I have to pull content off this because these are things that I'm locked into a contract with. So it's content that has to be put up ASAP, even though honestly most companies, in light of emergencies like this, they will like give you a little bit of a grace period or an extension, but I'd rather not have to do that. So I'm just gonna work on it when I get to Tim and Lisa's, my in-laws' house. And yeah, everything will work out. All right, I'm sweaty. It's 1:05. Zach just called me and told me he got a hold of, I was probably saying this wrong. I'd have to go and check my messages again. I'll put something at the bottom if I got it wrong. But Sato or NATO, and because this is an emergency, him and a few other people that he's at this TDY with are actually taking emergency flights. Is that food? No, spit it out. They're taking emergency flights back to Florida. So Zach's flight gets in at almost 7, which makes for like a tricky evening for us. But, I mean...
Morgan, she's gonna be leaving.
That's alright.
She's really nice to me.
So we are at the gas station. It's crazy crowded. I don't know if you can see the RV over there. See if I can try to film while safely driving too, but this is our gas station on base and it is a little crazy. I mean, thankfully we only have a couple people in front of our car, but yep, just hopping off just in case because I only oh gosh, oh wow, there's the line you can see. So that road is where you go off base, where you see those cars kind of passing. So lining up, it's all the way to that light to get gas. Oof. All right. So we're all but packed up. The kids have had dinner. I'm waiting to eat with Zach after he lands or we get to his parents' house or whatever. And yeah, I've gone around, I've unplugged almost everything downstairs. I still need to unplug the TV and all that, and of course the lamps, but I just went and unplugged our main computer. And yeah, we're getting ready to go here in about 30 minutes. So we're gonna pick up Zach because his plane lands around like 6:45-ish, and it takes us about 30 minutes to get to the Tampa International Airport, so we'll do that. And then we'll drive to his parents' house, which takes about 3 hours. Hopefully less with less traffic, but I just don't know what to expect when it comes to the other evacuees traveling, so we'll see. Hopefully it won't be too bad. I know we're also supposed to have a storm like unrelated to the hurricane tonight, so hopefully we'll be able to, that won't be too bad, or we'll be able to pass it or get ahead of it, or it'll already happen before we leave. But yeah, I think we're ready to go. All right, well, yeah. Well, Zach's flight has gotten delayed. Crazy weather apparently in Atlanta. So we're taking the puppies for a walk and walking around the ghost town housing area. Oh, Milo picked me a flower. I mean, it's a weed, but the thought still counts. Sweet fella. Oh, cool. Look, this is where they brought the military vehicles and other things that are being stored. Wow, we even have an EOD unit here. Cool. All right, we're here in the cell phone lot, waiting for Zach's flight. Oh, lovely. It says that he just landed at 8:19, so we should be able to go pick him up soon. I'm gonna wait until he says he's there, because I know he has to like go to the bathroom and then, you know, walk all the way to the door. So once he says he's there, then we'll pull around, because Tampa's really kind of a small airport compared to a lot that I've been to. I mean, most recently would be like Atlanta, and that's just a huge, confusing airport. So Tampa's not too bad, so it won't take us long to just swing right around from the cell phone lot. But yeah, we're just enjoying our Chick-fil-A, and that new sandwich with the jalapenos and the honey and the pimento cheese was so good, but oh my gosh, was it filling. Like, I feel so stuffed now. Probably didn't need the french fries, but it was late, crazy hectic day. So yeah, we're all chilling in the car.
Wow.
About to get Zach and then start our about 3-hour drive to his parents' house to somehow miss this hurricane, which I'm pretty sure they, in their latest little model, it's not even like coming at us anymore. So we'll see.